Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I have been really wanting to progress this game, Expedition 33, since the last time we played. If you missed the last stream, let's just say some things happened. A lot happened. For those who don't know, this is my first time playing Expedition 33, my first playthrough. Which I probably should have put that in the title, but oh well. First time playing Expedition 33. And we went through the water caves, or whatever the heck it's called, in the last stream. And yeah, some stuff happened. You could say some stuff happened. Gustav looks a little different these days. So what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to give a quick disclaimer for those who might be watching and haven't watched, and this playthrough is how they're experiencing the game for the first time. Spoilers are about to happen. I'm about to tell you, get everybody caught up to where we are currently. Because we are actually just past the Forgotten Battlefield, I believe is what it's called. Yes, the Forgotten Battlefield. So, we started at this place, the Stone Wave Cliffs. That's where we started last stream. And, yeah. So, stuff happened there. And, if you don't want any spoilers, click off now, because within about 5 seconds, I'm going to tell you some major spoilers for the story. So we started in the Stone Wave Cliffs. We went through. We fought this cool little lantern creature thing. Got the rock for Esquier, and we're about to get moving on. All things great. People are hopping down onto Esquier to get ready to use him as basically a boat. And suddenly Gustav dies. Gustav got killed by, I believe his name's Renoir, something like that. Just blows a hole through our boy's lung, probably. And then stabs him straight through the heart, kills him. We get introduced to a new character, Verso. So that's going to be this guy here that you're going to see, Verso. And everyone grieved for Gustav for quite a while. And that's where we are. And I can't believe they killed him. But they did, and I think it was probably a good move from like a story direction perspective. It's just like, but it was my boy Gustav. So, anyway, now that that happened, they spent a lot of time grieving him. We went through the Forgotten Battlefield, and then they ended up having a little memorial kind of service-ish, sort of, for Gustav, and then we ended up here. Now, since last stream, welcome Gabbit. I'm actually about to explain that, because yes, we are level 40. Since last stream, what I did is I just basically went back and did all the things that I hadn't already done to this point that we probably just weren't... Oh, I hit the wrong button. I hate doing that. I accidentally went to camp, and I didn't mean to. The other button is how you go to the map. I wish you could just back out of camp without having to rest, but anyway... So there was a lot of different things that... my primary idea is actually I just wanted to get my Pictos. To use all the different Pictos so I could have the Luminas. So I did. I went around through, for example, I went through the Lost Woods here. I did White Tree. There was a Hidden Gestural Arena that I did, which is pretty fun. I actually didn't expect that... I think it's... Yellow Harvest... Yeah, Yellow Harvest is actually like a pretty decent-sized dungeon with a couple boss fights and all that sort of stuff. If I had known that going in, I probably would have saved that for stream, because that was actually a legit, like, good, like, side dungeon sort of thing. Also went and there's a boss here in the Stone Wave Cliffs. That was pretty fun. And I just basically did a lot of Lumina stuff. But that does mean we leveled up a lot, because we got a lot of Luminas. A lot of Pictos that we had to level up. So, I want to actually show you guys what I'm rocking right now, because I am convinced that we have a little bit of a busted build. Now, yes, some of that is because we're level 40, and I think probably at this point in the story you're supposed to be like level 30, maybe level 35. Hey, Ravager! Welcome on in. Happy Monday to you too, buddy. I don't know if you heard, but we hit the point in the story. We no longer have my boy Gustav. Rip Gustav. That was rough. And Gabbit, you were right in the last stream. I think I was huffing just a whole bunch of cope. I'm pretty sure Gustav's gone. Like, maybe they bring him back in, like, a post-credit scene where, like, if they defeat the Patris and, all that sort of stuff. Maybe, like, post-credit they find some sort of magical way to bring him back or whatever. Maybe all the people that got dusted come back homaged or whatever. But I think, at least as far as him being a playable character, he's probably gone. Just thinking about it, it seems like that's probably the rational thing to do. Is just move on. He's gone. My boy Gustav is gone. As much as I loved Gustav. But now I'm thinking actually a lot more about Verso, but I don't want to bog it down too much because I want to get into the game and we can talk about all that sort of stuff. There's tons of stuff to talk about, but we'll get into that as we go. But I want to show you guys what I'm rocking because I think the best piece of loot I have seen in this entire game is what we got for beating the boss at the end of the Forgotten Battlefield. And it's the sword right here, Duliso. Duliso, as far as power goes, is pretty underpowered. 296 at level 10. You can see, like, everything else I have at level 9 is kind of double that, almost. Nah, not double that, but a couple things are pretty close to double that. Okay, not double that. But it's very underpowered as far as power goes. But it gets plus 50% increased base attack damage. And it gets to attack for free, basically. So, already, you just right out of the gate, you get 1 AP and some damage done for free every single round. Because you get an attack, and that attack's going to give you AP. Then we go to the Luminas. This is where things start getting just a little bit broken. So, my man starts with several additional energy. AP because he has several energizing starts. He's wearing, I think, the Picto for energizing start 4. Then he has energizing start 3, energizing, I think he might have, energizing start 1. I did do energizing start 2, and I might actually take off one of the energizing starts, like maybe 3, because here's why. The first turn that this man can take. So he already gets a free single attack, right? Yes. Okay. Now watch this. We then get Attack Lifesteal. So recover 15% health on base attack. So that means every round, he's going to heal at least 15% health. Hey, that's pretty good. Then we get, let's see here, Energizing Attack, which means he gets an additional AP on every base attack. So now he gets 2 free AP every round and 15% health. And that's not it. He then gets Empowering Attack. So on his base attack, he gains Powerful for 1 turn. And he's going to get that every single turn because he gets to do his base attack for free. Then we have Combo Attack. And this is where it just gets busted. He gets to his base attack attacks twice. So now, he gets 4 free every stinking round. 4 free AP minimum. Right out of the gate. 2 attacks, not that's high a damage, but that's not really the point. He gets 4 AP for free every round. He then gets Powerful for free every round. And he also gets 30% health for free every round. This is just insane. Like, to put it in perspective, what you're going to see when we start getting into battles here, Verso can come out and use his most expensive AP costing attack the first move. Like, the first turn. He can attack because he's already starting with enough AP that if I just do a single free base attack, he gets 4 AP, he's got 9 AP, he can do whatever he wants. It is incredible. Yeah, I am guessing that to address your comment there, Gabbit, I'm guessing the devs understand what this means because they gave you so much that would just synergize so well with this sword that I'm like, okay, there are going to be some obvious counters to this. Like, I can already think of some. For example, those enemies that are immune to light damage. Most of Verso's stuff is light damage, so this is going to hard counter that. You're also going to have enemies that are immune to electric damage because this sword is electric. That's also going to be a good hard counter. But this means that on average right now, he's better at popping shields because he can attack. He can get off 4 attacks in 1 turn to pop off 4 shields and get 8 AP for it if I need to. But not only that, the sheer amount of like exposing attack. He not only does he gain powerful from his attack, he also causes them to get into defenseless for a turn with his base attack, which he does every turn. So he's empowered, and he's causing defenseless every turn for free, period. It is kind of crazy. Kind of very busted, but busted in a way that, again, I think they're going to account for. They have augmented attack, which means his base attack damage goes up 50%, so you're just getting a little extra damage there. Like, it's just stacking one after another, after another, after another, after another. And because he's the guy that has the most break, he's going to get plus 3 AP on breaking a target. Yeah, it is by far and away the most busted build we have so far. The Lumina system is genius, and I love it to death. Yeah, it's just been a lot of fun to work through. Now, I've worked into the rotation for those who've been following what we're doing with Mael. She has now breaking rules, which means that anybody that has an obnoxious amount of shields, she can just pop that instantly and take that as AP, which is also super, super useful. So that's going to be really helpful too, because enemies have had a lot of shields lately, and a lot of high quantity shields where it's like you either have to waste a 6 attack AP attack just to get through their shields and do no damage, or now we can just throw this on Mael and let her take care of it. So Mael's weapon also, by the way, is now up to level 10, which means that she now, in Virtuous Stance, which is the stance she starts in, every burn applied is doubled. So she out of the gate, I think, applies like 20 burn or something like that. I'm not sure on the number, but it's a lot. Don't worry, the boss also have sick moves coming up. If it only ended at elemental immunity, yeah, the enemies get very creative in ways to mess you up. Luminas are incredible. It basically do whatever you want. Yes. And I love that. I love that kind of a system because there are so many builds available. Like I said, right now, in everything that I've used it in, this Verso build is insanely overpowered. I bet you a lot of money. If I was a betting man, I would bet a lot of money that they are going to hard counter that. At least with a boss, if not with, like, a whole dungeon or something like that. So I expect that this isn't going to just, like, oh, we just won the game. But it's really fun right now. Like, let's go over here. We'll fight these guys. And just give you an idea of kind of how battles play out. Now, these might be buffed versions of these guys. I don't know. So I might be about to look like an idiot. Oh. Excuse me. Sorry. Didn't mean to cough in your ears. My goodness. Just so you know, Ravager, we did, by vote of chat, as you can see here, we have switched over to Expert. Now, part of that is just because the way I play these games, I am way out leveling the level curve, as far as I can tell. Like I said, I'm probably 5 to 10 levels above what you're supposed to be, what the game is sort of geared toward at this point. So in order to counter that, we have changed the difficulty to Expert. So that's what we're going to be playing on, unless we see a real need to change it going forward. But just so everyone knows, we're playing on Expert now because we're just kind of really powerful. Anyway, so Mael starts off. I could kind of go after anyone I want here. I think we're going to have her use Rain of Fire. Although, to be fair, if you look, she starts with 8 AP. Which means even if I'm doing Rain of Fire, I could technically do 3 free attacks first, and then use that, but I think she gets bonus damage on her first attack from one of the Luminas. So, we're just gonna do Rain of Fire on this guy. And 9,999 damage. He's already gone. Now here's where it gets fun. I need to take some of the energizing start Luminas off of Verso, because I'm just kind of wasting Lumina, because starting at 7 and then getting a free attack, I'm getting 4 free, and you can only get up to 9. So I'm wasting 2 AP, basically. But all I have to do now is, let's say, skills. Oh, I didn't see that guy had some armor on. But, good shout, that means we're going to go ahead and take out that armor. And now, not only do I have Powerful, that guy has Weakness, I have 9 AP, and I have Phantom Stars. I missed the timing. And now, basically, the battle's over, except for the tanky guy on the left. And I don't think he's quite dead. Yeah, so he's almost dead. If I played that a little smarter... Oops. Yeah, I played this the brain dead way, and we still won pretty easy. So, yeah, actually, while I'm thinking about it, we're going to take off 2 of his energizing starts, and we're going to put him on kind of anything else, because we just don't need him to have energizing start. We need him to start at 5, and that's it. Which means I can take off... let me see, do it by point cost. Means I can take off energizing start 3, and I can take off energizing start 1. Because this one, energizing start 4, I'm getting through his Picto. And that one gives, I think, a really big boost to health, so I'm not taking that one off. And then we could just apply this to, like, a whole bunch of stuff. One of them being... let me see here. Mark targets deal 30% less. We don't do a lot of marking. AP on battle start. No longer gain AP on parry. +1 on getting hit. He gets so much AP. I don't know if I really need that. Oh, he doesn't have first strike? Do I need him to have first strike? He's already, like, got a ton of speed. We could do longer shell, because we also put on auto shell. I'll actually show you why we put on auto shell. We put on auto shell because Mael has first offensive for one of her Pictos. What that does is first hit dealt and taken deals 50% more damage. So my understanding of that means that she's going to take 50% more damage on the first hit she gets, but she's also going to do 50% more damage on the first hit she gives. So that's a cool idea. It's really kind of like, well, it evens out, except we can then put on auto shell, which means she gets 3 turns of shell when the battle starts, which is going to negate some of that bonus damage. So we get her to nuke harder when she still doesn't get hit nearly proportionately as hard. And then we can pop on longer shell, which means that those shells increase by duration of 2. So it should be 5 turns of shell that she will get every battle, which seems to synergize pretty well for me. But anyway, I'm thinking we could even do that. No, because that would be a little bit wasted for Verso. The reason we don't want to do, what is it, first attack? Let me see. Yeah, first offensive. The reason we don't want to do that for him is because if my first attack is going to be a basic attack, the extra damage you're going to put out from that is just really not that worth it. So, Shared Care is kind of good. When healing an ally, also heal self for 50% of that value. It's just that Verso doesn't seem to be the guy that I would need to put that on, because he's going to heal a crap ton every turn. We could do longer shell. I don't mind that. Again, I really don't... We have such an embarrassment of riches right now that I'm not entirely sure if we need any more Pictos. Like, sure, we can take them. Energizing Death is nice. Let me see. On Death, +4 AP to allies. That's a good call. I was actually thinking about that one the other day. I haven't looked at the lower cost AP ones, but that's a good one. Yes. Because it helps your allies compensate if you go down, which is kind of a good idea. Inverted Affinity is kind of tempting. Because if I throw on Inverted Affinity and then Longer Shell, Verso... Because what was inverted again? Because he would get 50% increased damage, but inverted, does that mean he can't heal? No, wait, that's like confused, isn't it? Let me look at my different status effects. Inverted prevents the character from being healed. Oh, okay. So he can't heal for 3 turns, but he's just dropping absolute nuclear bombs. Heals our damage. Oh, you're right. So his basic attack would actually hurt him. I can't do that then. Okay. Well, that would have been cool. Because if it was just he can't heal, I would have done it. No problem. No questions asked. We could do First Strike. Shared Care. Again. Yeah, he's not going to be our heal your ally kind of guy for most times. Revived hints also give 3 AP. 30% increased damage on stun targets. We don't stun much. Augmented First Strike. 50% increased damage on the first hit once per battle. Again, like, his first hit is going to be a basic attack, so it's not... Like, if his first hit was... like that breaking move he has, that's one thing. But it's just not what it's going to be. So, Death Bomb is kind of cool, but, you know, you're kind of betting against yourself with that one. Critical Burn. 25% increased critical chance on burning enemies. I mean, we do burn a lot, so that wouldn't be the worst idea. Here's one of my problems is, like, I'm starting to hit the damage cap quite a lot right now. So I'm wondering if they're going to have to give us, like, either a Picto or a weapon or something like that to make it. Because somebody, I think it was you, Gabbett, that said that one of the things we fought is, like, has, like, millions of health. Which, if you have 1 million health and we are capped at 10,000 damage, that's 100 times we have to hit them at a minimum. So, there has to be some way that we can increase that damage limit, unless it's, like, attribute-based. But, like, either through, like, a weapon, but then they'd have to give everybody a weapon, or, like, a Picto with Illumina that can do it. There are ways? Okay. Okay, good. Because I like the idea of fighting something that has millions of health. It sounds boring. Not gonna lie. So if there's ways to increase your damage, that's good. Healing Tints already apply powerful. He's already gonna have powerful basically into perpetuity, so that's no big deal. 1 AP on jump counterattack, not really necessary. Energizing Revive, 3 AP to allies when revived. Healing Parry recovers 3% health on a parry. 3% health on a parry? That's okay, sure. Perilous Parry. Apply powerful when falling below 50% health. Roulette. Rewarding Mark. Yeah, I just don't really... I think you're right. We might go with Critical Burn. I think that sounds like a good one. 50% health when killing an enemy. I don't think I'm going to need that with him. Versatile. After free aim hit, basic attack damage is increased by 50% for 1 turn. Hold up. Hang on. We might have just found a way to get another 50% damage out of our basic attacks. And as long as we start with... So, hear me out. If we start with 6 AP instead, use 1 AP for a free aim, and then follow up with our basic attack, we just got that basic... The basic attacks aren't that powerful, but we just increased them by 50%. Good way to spend some excess AP, yeah. I think we're going to do Versatile and then throw back on Energizing Start 1. Because now we should start with 6 AP, 1 free attack, so there's more damage we're getting out, then a basic attack, and then we can still drop whatever nuke we feel like dropping. This makes sense to me. And then we could even do augmented aim to get 50% more free aim damage. Honestly, I think I might do that. Like, I don't have anything else I'm particularly needing. 50% increased break damage with free aim. That's not bad. Maybe we kind of make him free aim oriented a little bit for a bit with these, because a lot of this free aim stuff is very cheap. Yeah. Marking shots. Not terrible, but 20%'s a little bit low. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. Do augmented aim, and then breaking shots. I think that makes sense. Sorry if the character build part isn't the most fun for people to watch, but for me, this is like one of the most fun parts of the game. This screen right here. And this screen right here is why my favorite loot in the game, outside that sword that we got, this screen is why my favorite loot in the game is Color of Lumina. It is so good. And I can't... I wonder if the game is going... I think somebody said there's ways to farm Color of Lumina. I don't think we've come across any enemies yet that you could reliably farm it from, but if we do... you are going to see Versa with this entire board. Like, we are going to farm some Lumina hardcore. All right. Let's move on. So, opening our map, we are supposed to head up to Monaco Station, which means we're gonna walk over this way first to make sure we're not missing any loot. You know, I've seen these picture-looking things before, but every time I approach one of them, it's like danger. There are very late-game ways indeed. Okay. Okay, so... like, late game in the sense of, like, you'll be... because I think somebody said that there's bosses that are way higher level than, like, the end boss of the game, but it's, like, all the optional other big stuff that you can do. So are we talking, like, end game, like, you're already way over-leveled for the final boss of the story, but if you want to farm stuff up to fight the real Giga Chad bosses, go for it kind of deal? Or are we talking, like, before you get to her? Or, again, if the Paintress is the final boss. Before the big bosses, but after story. Okay, gotcha. And, you know, this is one of the things I've been thinking after last stream is, who is the final boss gonna be? Because if Renoir... is that his name, Renoir? The guy who killed Gustav? If Renoir is invincible right now because of the Paintress, and Mael obviously wants to kill the crap out of Renoir, as do I, then...
Monaco Station is to the north, not far from here.
Did I accidentally go the wrong way? Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. Then, don't we need to kill the Paintress before we can even kill Renoir? Unless, then again, they might, you know, something story, you can deactivate his invulnerability and still kill his butt, but I don't know. The final boss are the friends we made along the way. Is that, like, subtle, spoilers there, Ravager? Like, am I gonna have to fight Gustav? Because if I have to fight Gustav, I'm not gonna be happy that we had to roll out on Homie, you know? Just saying. Oh, I should probably be on Eskia. He moves a lot faster. Oh, you were being silly. Got it. You know, man, I was thinking so much about this story since Saturday, which, oh my. I'm sorry, chat, but we do have to check. We do have to check. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, kind of a Dangus, but not really a Dangus. Sweet. Let's move on. Anyway, Bro's going away from main quest. That's how I play these games. That's why I went this direction. Is you always go the not way before you go the way. I mean, I thought we established this already, Gavin. Granted, I am so high level that I maybe should just go do some main quest for a while. Maybe that's what we'll do in a second. Okay, so Mael, you're actually... I didn't know she was gonna drop a nearly $5,000 damage free aim shot. Okay. And then she just deletes that guy. Oh, I forgot to do the thing. Oh well.
Ready to strike.
And now we might as well do perfect world. Just for giggles. Yeah, I love getting to the point where you're just deleting enemies. The Shatian? Shatian. Gabbit, you're gonna have to help with this one. I'm so sorry. Lune is like, when do I get to go? She'll get a turn. Eventually. Like, hey, she got to go. Lune's waiting to unlock Inferno. Is that the skill? Oh wait, I can't see that from this menu. But is it Hell for Mael and Inferno for Lune? Oh, Hell. Okay, yeah. Because I should show the skills that we're working with, because those we're now with both Mael and Lune, we're saving up their skill points for those big boy chunker 9 AP Giga Nukes. Like, that's what we're doing right now. All right. At your gentle prodding, I am gonna go towards the story, because we currently do not need. I'm sure I can come back here. We currently do not need to be anal about finding all the loot and exploring all the areas and getting all the XP. We'll come back and okay. Well, if the loot's right there, I can't not get the loot.
Nice.
Oh, Color Illumina. Ugh, I love you so. Marry me, Color Illumina. I pledge my heart to thee. Oh, hey, a Gestrel. I still don't get the belly flop thing. You can come back everywhere, basically. Sweet. Hiya, humans. Care for a good deal? Plunging Bob and a French Bob. By the way, we also unlocked some swimsuits by doing beach Gestrel stuff. Except for that volleyball one. Screw that. That expert volleyball, just get away from me. Just don't ever look at me. I hated that volleyball one. Yeah, so the painting workshop danger. Those must be some of the endgame bosses, I think. Because they've been saying danger every time. Yeah, the volleyball stinks. Yeah, the volleyball is the worst. If it was... It felt so inconsistent. Like, I get the idea. It was... But it's kind of like their parkour. It's like your game was just not meant for this. And I did the parkour Gestrel one for the swimsuits or whatever, and I got that. But... My goodness. Just... Alright. So do that. Now... I don't know. Who do we nuke? Like, who do we want to just delete with Mael? I guess... This guy? Sure. And he's gone. Alright, so now, with him, this should make... That should make my attacks better. So let's see how much damage he now does. Yeah, so that did definitely buff his attacks. That's cool. And now we have 9, so he can now do this. Yeah. Like, at least for the grunt battles, we are just... There's just nothing to really talk about anymore. There is a... Until they mix it up, which again, I am not here to spike the football at the 15. I understand that they are going to humble me. Especially on Expert. But right now, it's awesome. By the way, Ravager, we did have our first deaths, our first actual party wipes, when we switched to Expert and fought the, like, fire, chromatic, like, werewolf, stabby fingers, one-eye freak thing. So we have officially now hit the fail state. Which we hadn't done until now. Or until last stream. Is there a reason to fight these guys? Is there any loot around here? Or should we just move on? Ah, heck, we're already here. Party wiped by the funny chromatic guy and the duelist. Did we lose to the duelist? I think you're right. We lost once to him, I believe. I think you're correct about that. I might as well save that for Verso. Oh, wait, no, because Verso's gonna... Okay. Rain of Fire on this guy. This coral-looking dude. Coral! And I didn't even... I need to remember to do the whole free aim thing. And then might as well just do this again, yeah. Sweet. The bridge boss deleted you with the party-wide attack, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I think you're right. I think we beat him second try. But it took probably, what, 5 tries for that chromatic dude? That chromatic dude was no joke. Especially with putting on burns and everything, and yeah. I mean, I think we would pretty quickly delete them with this party, but this party and that party, I mean, one of the things is the loot that I got from that boss, so, you know, it's not really fair to say. Alright. They have every environment in the... Are we going to go to space? Tell me we're going to go to space. Because I think that's about the only environment we're missing.
Follow tracks. They'll lead us to Monaco.
A train. Gustav would have liked to see that.
Is it true before the fracture, Lumiere had trains running throughout the continent?
Always running late, but running. Yes.
Okay, so this is one thing I wanted to say about, like, the story. I do not believe Verso when he was being quite reductive for the bad guy's motives. Not attributes, skills. Just so you guys can see here, yeah. We have currently 7 of the needed 10 for Lune to get Hell. Which deals very high fire damage, applies 5 burn per hit to all enemies, 2 hits. So 10 fire, very high damage. Deals self-damage if failed, which I'm guessing means if I fail the timing on the thing. But that's awesome. And then for Mael, we are 3 of 8 needed for her to get Pyrolyze, which means deals extreme single target fire damage, 3 hits, applies 5 burn per hit, and applies 2 more burn if in offensive stance, which means you could actually start with Rain of Fire, which is 5 AP. And then, if you have an enemy who's particularly weak to fire, have someone else use the AP potion on her, because she'll then be in offensive stance. Come back, hit him with a Pyrolyze. Interestingly enough, but anyway, I do not believe the reductive version that Verso gave for the motives of Renoir. Because his explanation for why he's fighting against us was basically, he likes his immortality and he doesn't want to give it up. That, to me, is like, I'm sorry. That is not consistent with what we've seen from Renoir so far. So, that means, though, because they seemed very familiar with each other, Verso and Renoir, when they were talking, that means they have a bit of a history. Clearly. Maybe even, like, you know... I'm kind of moving away from the Mael is his daughter thing, but I don't know. He's got the scar on his face. Doesn't Renoir have a scar on his face? I don't know. Maybe he's a younger version of him or related or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, they have some kind of history, probably from Old Lumiere. Maybe he lived in Old Lumiere before the fracture. Because I don't think Renoir was part of an expedition. I think he just lived in Old Lumiere when the fracture hit. But anyway, they know each other, and I think Verso reducing it to he doesn't want to give up his immortality is way too reductive. There's got to be more to it than that for Renoir. We already know, because that girl, he seems to care a lot about her, so there's more to it than I just want to live forever. Which means Verso knows more than he's letting on, because he tried to paint him in a bad light. So I'm like, I like Verso a lot. But I'm kind of suspicious that he's hiding something here. It can't be that straightforward.
Monaco Station.
Is that a Grundis? I knew it. They're real too.
What's a Grundis? They have scars on opposite eyes. Oh, so it's on the right eye for Renoir. I don't remember a lot about him. I mean, because, like, if you took this guy and aged him a bunch, I'd be like, looks like Renoir to me. But maybe that's kind of what they're playing at, is maybe they're two very similar people that chose different paths or something. I mean, they both have invulnerability, immunity, whatever the heck. So, it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, they clearly have some kind of history. And I think Verso is hiding something, but I just don't know what it would be. But I think it probably has something to do for Renoir with what happened when the fracture happened. 'Cause it seems like it would come back to that. I think he was around when the fracture happened and everything sort of hit the fan. And maybe a tragedy happened to one of his kids or his wife, or heck, maybe his wife is the paintress. I don't know. Maybe she just took a whole bunch of steroids after the fall. I don't know. And got into art, which is what everyone does on Gear. Anyway, let's talk to this guy. Contrary to what some believe, guard duty is quite rewarding. I find it meditative and instructional. What's funny is, I'm probably... Because I think everyone that's talked in chat so far knows the whole story. So I'm probably sounding like some deranged idiot talking about my theories. But, I don't know. For me, it's exciting to have a story that's being told that I care enough to theorize about again. It has been so long since I've had a story that I cared enough to theorize about. And I kind of went over this a stream or two ago. Why I think it actually means something when people have fan theories about your story. And obviously there's a story that we're going to have answers to, probably a lot of this.
An advantage.
Girl, if you think 2,000 expedition bucks is an advantage, you need to look at our bank account and see that it's 211,000 expedition bucks. 2 grand is not an advantage. Anyway. Yeah, it's just so nice to have a story that has earned my investment enough that I want to theorize about it. Oh, boss time! Boss time?
If Minoko's not here,
that means the bad guy's here. Ooh, look at you.
Slow as ever.
Is that Rafiki?
Remain sharp as ever. I approve. Obscur, did Verso pull you into another adventure? New friends.
You speak our language.
He had a lot of time to kill, so I taught him.
Ladies, could I interest you in a duel?
Definitely a gestural.
No point trying to talk until we've calmed Minoko down with a relaxing fight. Be careful though. Minoko's fighting style is a bit peculiar.
Or are they going to introduce a new mechanic? Oh, that's music? Joe! Okay. Is that saxophone? Okay. I want to fight this guy a lot. Because I'm just going to bounce the entire fight. I'm going to be terrible on the timing, because I'm just going to be like... Anyway. That's on the internet. The internet's forever. Oh well, here we go. See if he has any weaknesses.
Let us stain them.
Well, that did a lot of damage, so weakness or not, it was effective. Here's the thing. Right now, the person who really doesn't have as much of an identity would be Lune. I don't really have... She really can't nuke people that much. She also... like, until you build up a good mayhem, it's like, eh. Guess I could do Lightning Dance. I highly doubt Ice Lance is going to do much to this guy. He's probably ice resistant, if I had a guess. But yeah, you can see 20 fire stacked on him from that attack from Mael. So that's pretty great. Yeah, let's do Lightning Dance. Not bad.
Okay.
Ooh. Good. Okay.
He can turn into a Nevron.
Good googly moogly. You, sir, are kind of a little rude. I use Lune pretty sparingly. I mean, I like her mechanically. I just don't have the drop the nuke power with her that I have with Mael or with Verso. Alright, so get our shot in. Then we go ahead and base attack. Base defenseless. What do I want to do? I'm thinking we go for perfect break.
Let the ink flow.
He just has so much health that getting capped at 10 grand is actually kind of annoying. Because I could be hurting him so much better. I rushed Hell and did everything to create stains and upgrade Hell cycle. Yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do with her. So we're about 3 levels away from being able to do that. But I think you're right that Hell is where she needs to go. I was 3/4 of the way through that sentence before I realized what it sounded like. Alright, get back in the battle, girl. You need to stack 10 more on this man. That's it? Oh, that's really tame compared to your last one. Alright, so what can I do here? If I do a standard attack now, I can do another break and he breaks. Awesome. Yep, that's what we're doing. So, no free aim this time. Gain myself 4 AP. Now I can do perfect break. And this man's about to break. Boom! Which means you, girl, can go ahead and hit him, I guess, with Mayhem. It's the best thing you've got right now. Wildfire's not much. Immolation, yeah, I mean, we could... We have the stain to do it. I think Mayhem probably hits harder. Oh! Ouch! Okay. Wildfire to have 4 stains, and then Mayhem with 4 stains. Ooh! Clip it, he said it. Honestly, I think I'm better with that than the dancing getting clipped. I think I'm good with this trade. I accept the offer. Deal. More Rain of Fire. Yep, and he's done. Alright, that was a fun fight. 45,000 XP. Well, that's good, because we're pretty under-leveled, so we really need that. Yeah, we really need... I need the thing that removes the damage cap. Or at least gives it... Maybe it's like, increases damage cap by 100% or something, so we can at least hit for 20 grand, maybe. I don't know. We need something, because right now, that's actually arbitrarily making boss fights longer. Because I could hit them for a lot more. And so it's like, I'm almost incentivized right now to not build my character for any more damage output. Even though I'm sure, like, once I get whatever is going to help me, let me hit harder, I want to have built my characters for damage then, but right now I really don't have the incentive to do it because I'm already hitting the cap pretty routinely.
No distraction, son. I'm really busy beating up strangers.
Sure you are.
Noko, what are you doing here?
Oh.
Noko, you said Nevron?
Oh. A stalact.
Can people stop, like, digging their fingers into the open wound that is Gustav? Because, I mean...
Interesting.
That was still a little bit raw. So if you could shut up about Gustav, I'd appreciate it. Yeah. You're getting incentivized to use multi-hit attacks. Yeah, and that, I mean, I have shifted focus with that a bit. It's just, like, I don't know if I really understand the philosophy, the design philosophy behind damage caps. They seem a bit, like, completely arbitrary to me. Yeah, move on already. Ravager, I'm gonna need you to have a little bit of empathy, my boy. Oh! I hope you're weak to fire. Can I give him pets?
As honored guests, the first fight is yours. Defeat the Stalact with your fearsome talents.
Right. Oh. You're serious?
Yes, he is. You little coward.
We got you, Rafiki. Don't worry. We got a lot of Disney characters in this. We got Chin Po. We got Rafiki.
Verso, why aren't you using gradient attacks?
I don't need pointers from the one sitting on his lazy ass.
Gradient attacks.
You didn't teach them, did you, you lazy old fart? Very well. I shall generously...
What? You can now use gradient attacks. Each AP used to cast a skill fills the gradient gauge. Once the gauge is full, you gain 1 gradient charge that you can use with any character to cast a gradient attack. Each AP used to cast a skill fills the gradient gauge. So gradient charges... How many gradient points do I need to get a gradient charge? Yeah, use gradient attack. I'm is that how I beat the cap? Through gradient attacks? You need to spend 20 AP on skills. Oh, cool. I do that. Half of that with Verso in 1 turn. Oh, well, I don't know if free aim is considered casting a skill. Probably not. Okay. Gradient attacks are fire? Okay. So I'm supposed to do this. High physical damage, 5 hits. Is she the right person to use it with? So I'd like to stack some fire on this guy. I'm betting he's weak to fire. Well, I guess this is the tutorial for gradient attacks. No, this... The idea that this is what they're focusing their time on right now, on, like, playful fights, is narratively a little bit odd, but I'm sure there's going to be an explanation. Okay, that was a total waste. Her turn could have been so much more efficient. Oh, wait, that's just for free? Like, that's not her turn? Virtuous Strike is only good because it swaps you to Virtuous. Gradient attacks don't count as turn. Okay, well then that's fine. I'm fine with them then. Alright, let's rain of fire this guy. Holy snot! He's weak to fire. Only if they are used before the second turn. Before a second turn. You mean like a second round? Or like, you're saying if I use the basic attack from Verso, does the gradient attack then count as like the conclusion of his turn? Is that what you mean? I don't know if I quite follow what you're saying. A gradient between Verso's 2 turns would cost him his second turn. Okay, so basically don't let Verso use the gradients. Because his 2-turn thing is kind of like his entire build. 3 burn, 1 hit. We might as well use Wildfire. Wait, what? He absorbed that and gained health? Is this like that one thing? Oh, well, he's glowing red now. Does that mean he, like, can switch elements? He changed element. Okay. There's an interesting, big problem, because we have 20 fire stacked on him, which I think is about to heal his entire health bar. So that could be a bit of an issue, one could think.
Let's have some fun.
Okay, but we can still Phantom Stars his butt and see how good that is. And I messed it up again. This guy is no longer stunned. Oh, so did we break him? Cool. Alright, so if he's now fire, does that mean that I go for ice attacks on him? 'Cause I could do Ice Lance, I guess. Apparently, yes. That was the move. That was the call. 21,600 XP. That's good. Again, we're very under level. That was fun.
You found worthy friends, Verso.
Jealous?
What are you doing?
I just need the foot. Aha!
He transforms by collecting Nevron feet. Don't ask me how it works. I've never understood.
Now that we've had some good battles to warm the spirits, to what do we owe the pleasure of your company?
We're heading for old Lumiere.
Okay, bye.
Hey, come on. Hey, hey. Hey, look. I know we failed before, but look, you doofus. Don't you recognize her?
Of course I do.
Then you know what that means. This is our shot. It might be our only shot.
This is your only shot. Out of the question. I will never join you again.
There will be a lot of fighting, though.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's true.
There will be a lot of fighting.
Exactly.
Count me in then.
Good.
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 Yes, good.
Noko's coming too.
Oh, you are?
L'homme mercante al dormir. C'est mon retour, trésorier. Voici le meilleur mercanteur du monde.
As a responsible parent, this is a superb idea. Let us go to old Lumiere.
The personalities, man. The personalities.
Grande sucamene, nella straktogodo. Should parlo tenema, neminez de gestrado. Should do dormir, ora seguito en orse.
Oh, this... He's a playable character? Crap, that ruins my CL build. I'll show you guys what I beat in a moment, but... Okay. So we have another character.
My, what lovely feet.
Monaco's skills move the bestial wheel pointer forward. Each mask on the wheel upgrades specific skills. The Almighty Mask upgrades all skills. Upgraded skills are stronger or gain additional... you guessed it, Gabbit. Yes. I figured, you know, the only time she's going to be seeing battle is when she's all by herself, so I gave her all of the solo Pictos and Luminas. So yes, that's exactly what I did. But now that's kind of worthless. Anyway. Alright. So anyway, so each mask on the wheel upgrades specific skills. The Almighty Mask upgrades all skills. Upgraded skills are stronger or gain additional effects. Okay. So skills. Monaco's starting skills are Chalier Combo and Stalact Punches. The Bestial Wheel is on Heavy Mask, therefore Stalact Punches is upgraded and deals additional damage. Use Stalact Punches to move the Bestial Wheel pointer 4 masks forward. Okay, so that's what that little swooshy thing means, is we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll go into blue, which I'm guessing that's going to be Chalier Combo. I should have foreseen that they were going to give us another character. Oh, okay, that's a pretty decent amount. That's not bad.
My, what lovely feet.
Okay, so Monaco harvests Nevron legs if he is in the party when the Nevrons are killed. Enemies with lootable legs have this icon next to their health bar. Defeating them will allow Monaco to learn this Nevron skill. The Bestial Wheel is now on a caster mask. Monaco doesn't have any caster skills yet, but defeating the Pillarin will unlock one. Okay. So he has to be in the party, so that means, like, he has to be active? That's not gonna happen. Sorry. I have my 3. I am way too invested in Lune, Verso, and Mael to let this guy really take the spotlight. Nope. Okay. I guess I can't lose this fight. It would be kind of weird to lose the tutorial. I hit A. Maybe I fat fingered and hit B as well. Alright. Stalactite pushes again. I do like how they have different mechanics for every one of the characters. Like, that's pretty cool. They all have their different, I want to say gimmicks, but not in a negative way. There's a good way to unlock it all quickly later on after a good bit of story. Okay. Like, I mean, I could, if I wanted to, like, get some of my characters so powerful that they can carry a team without him. Like, right now, Verso could technically carry the team, and we swap him out for, like, Lune. But, you know, I'm just not that invested in doing it at the moment.
Oh, really?
What level is he? This is going to tell us. Like, I think looking at what level he starts at is going to tell us what level we're supposed to be at in the story right now. And I'm going to doubt it's 41. Okay. Fun gimmick, fun character. Just probably not going to use it a lot. At least not first run. Unless this turns into 100%. Wait, did that say 26? Oh my goodness. Are we really 15 levels over the story right now? How does that happen? Oops. I guess I play a little bit too thoroughly. You're the only guy that does all the fights always. Like, I feel incentivized to do it. Like, this game does what I crave for in games, which is everything I do, I feel like I'm being rewarded for it. Because if I level up, I get Lumina. If I search around all the corners, I probably get Lumina. If I fight all the enemies, I get XP, which leads me to level up, which means I get more Lumina, and I get better attributes. Like, all of this stuff is incentivized to do, so to me, it's, like, not really a chore. I will happily grind in a game if the game gives me sufficient evidence that I will be rewarded for my effort. Ran past a fair few enemies. Yeah, it's just like, it's just how I like to play games. If the game gives me evidence that I should. Must we truly dispose of this thing? It does not obstruct the way, it is simply there. Okay. Cool talk. Cool story, bruh. Is this where we came from? Yeah, that's gotta be where we came from. This guy want to chat? As some of us forgot the history of our people, I thought it prudent to begin recording what I can. That's great to hear. Did you write that? No, I record everything in my mind. If someone forgets our history, I will simply tell them. But what if you forget? What do you think on that? Ah, found a little bit of a flaw in the logic. There's a fair bit, a lot, of exploration in the later story dungeons. Okay. So we're gonna be real. Okay, so let me ask you this, Gabbit. Is it true that the final story boss is scaled to roughly level 50? 45 to 50? That's kind of what I think I did a Google search months ago, and it said it was something like that. It was pleasant meeting the merchant, but things could have become perilous. We did well to return. There is too much we do not know about the crater. The Neverons are fierce. Final Act 2 boss. Wait. So I think I'm fundamentally misunderstanding how this game is structured. Is this game doing the classic JRPG thing where the final boss of like the story, like for in this case the paintress, or if we don't even get to the paintress, like Renoir or whoever it would be, the thing that kind of wraps it all up and rolls credits is the end of Act 2, and then post game is Act 3? Because I know a lot of JRPGs do that, actually. Okay, let's see. Where are we? Okay, so we're just on the other side there. Oh. There's a thing over here we didn't go check out. Also... there's that there, too. Guys, we missed side content. And that. Ah, there's side content everywhere. Oh. And another gestural beach. If they want me to play volleyball, they can go fornicate themselves with a rusty spoon. No, Act 3 has the end of the story. But Act 3 also unlocks the entire open world. Okay. Okay, so the end boss is not level 50. Old Lumiere's peak, though. Okay. I am probably just misremembering what I read on Google, like, months ago, so... feel free to ignore me. Why are these guys so monumentally huge on the map when these things are not that big? Come on. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Old Lumiere. Him. Nobody has shields. So just drop your nuclear bomb on this man. She didn't quite hit the damage cap there, so let's see. That. Oh. Wait, what? He gets a counterattack? And it did almost half my health? Well, there's a counter to my build. Right there. That'll do it. I hope a lot of enemies don't get to do that. Alright, so we got Glacesso, Glacekso. You know what? Gavin will tell us how to pronounce that one. We got longer shell. Okay, that's cool. Oh, I forgot to show you guys. Yes, so the way I built CL, she had energizing start, but then she had energizing death. But that's just her pick, though, so it didn't really matter. That was, I think, just for the stats it gave her. Energizing start, 1 AP on battle start. Inverted affinity, because I didn't think she was going to be worrying about health, because, you know, or healing. But then I gave her accelerated last stand, so she gains rush if she's alone. Empowering last stand, so she gains powerful if she's alone. Last stand critical, so 100% crit chance if she's alone. Protecting last stand, so she has shell if she's alone. And dead energy and dodger. So that was the build I had for CL. So now that is basically worthless. Okay. So where are we headed? So just to the right there. Oh, but there's so much to explore. Just real quick. We're just gonna real quick. Oh, that's for our boy Verso? Oh, how good is this? +1 perfection on a critical hit. Meh. Self-heal by 2%. Health on dealing a critical hit. What a worthless weapon. Counterattack is always a critical hit. What an utterly worthless weapon. I want to delete. Can I dismantle this? Can I break it down for Color of Lumina? I don't want this. I'm offended by that weapon. Ooh, loot up there. How'd everybody's Monday go, by the way? Everybody have a good start to their week? What is that? There's the Gestural Beach. I built that. Oh, that looks like parkour. I don't think we want to do the Gestural Beach tonight. We actually don't get to have a super long stream tonight, so I am gonna... Oh, another Virgin. I don't want to get my characters et tonight, so we're gonna... What was that, SKA? Anyway, I don't want to get my characters et tonight, so we're gonna avoid the Virgin. Been all right, cold and rainy here. That would be Texas, right? If I remember correctly. Wait, is that the location we're supposed to be going to? No, that's a different one. Let me just see real quick. Does this have a danger in front of it? Esoteric Ruins. No danger. I kind of need to know if you guys want to see me doing some of this side stuff, because I felt a little bad doing some of the side stuff yesterday, because I was like, a lot of this is really good stuff. Cold for us, 40 degrees. That's actually not that far off for what it is here. So, 40 degrees. Oh, sorry, for Gabbett, that would be 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Which, I'm sorry, buddy, but you're going to have to do your own thing for Celsius. I have no freaking clue what 40 degrees Fahrenheit is in Celsius. But Google probably does. You may know. I do not. I'm guessing France uses Celsius. Old Lumiere. I am looking forward to this. What are all those, like, magic sword things? And I gotta...
Welcome, my friends, to Old Lumiere.
Is anyone still here?
Just Neverons.
So this is where our piece of Lumiere used to be. Before the fracture ripped apart the world and threw us into the sea.
We're lucky it did. That's probably the only reason we survived.
The heart of the paintress is in the center. Let's go.
Here it's about 25 to 30 degrees Fahrenheit, so -3 to 0 Celsius. Yeah, that's roughly what it is here. Or just a little bit warmer than that right now. We're at, like, I think I can tell you, actually. Oh, 27 degrees Fahrenheit currently, so right on. Oh, I just saw the message in the Discord from our moderator, Ellie. And I didn't know that she hadn't been joining because she doesn't want spoilers because she wants to play Expedition 33. I'm going to have to let her know that that is completely understandable. Oh. Gavit, can you remove those videos from the main chat? Because those are some kind of big spoilers. I understand the purpose of them, but I don't want to ruin it for anybody who hasn't seen that part yet. Do you know what I'm talking about? This place is an absolute wreck, but it's a pretty wicked wreck. Ooh, we get to fight the merchant. Chroma Catalyst. Don't need that. Okay, thank you. Longer powerful. On applying powerful, its duration is increased by 2. Would be pretty good on Verso. Color of Lumina. Yes, please. Recode, I don't really need. Healing counter. Recover 25% on counter attack. I mean, cool, I guess. Wait, didn't I already max out my revive tint thing? Why? Can I upgrade it more? We'll get these. I'll probably upgrade them at some point. And I'll still grab the polished chroma catalyst just because I want to keep some things up to date, but we'll fight the merchant, and I think we're finally not going to have Mael be our 1v1. I think it's going to be Verso. Shard is +1 potion. Oh, okay. Gotcha. I think Verso's our 1v1 man now. Bro has some health. This might be kind of tough.
Cut him down.
Oh, we already broke him. So wait, can we just do that again? Because I can just... Did I just stun lock the dude? Okay. That fight was brilliant. I like you. Alright, what do we get? Algueron? Algueron? Algueron. Something like that. So that's got to be for CL. Free aim shots can consume 1 foretell to deal 100% more damage. That's not the worst. Base attack applies 3 foretell. Okay. I mean, we'll buy it. I haven't used her enough to know what is and isn't useful, if I'm being real. Alright, let's carry on. So you're saying we should now have... Oh yeah, we got 7 revive shards. Charges. Not shards. Go ahead and rest up. And hit the road. It's a gigantic stinking sword. But yeah, I wonder what happened in Old Lumiere, but I have to imagine it is deeply connected to Renoir. This looks kind of like a boss arena.
We'll need a way forward.
The heart is in the center of the city. All right? Show off a bit, Minoko.
Just admit you can't do it yourself.
I swear if I start hearing a cane clicking on the floor.
Minoko! Why the hell did you...
Sorry, I fucked up. I just wanted to show off.
We just have to regroup. The others should be fine. Verso said the heart is in the center of old Lumiere, right?
Right. Okay, Minoko. Stop crying. We have to move.
No.
Yes, sorry.
No. Game. No. No! It just took my two favorite characters and my two most powerful characters and stuck me with the two people I didn't really want to use. Well, let's re-tech the Luminas for CL here. Good grief, game. Why'd you have to do this? Let's take away the last stand stuff. I don't even know what to give her. Gosh, I don't know. Here's your flag. Maybe I should just give her shell so she doesn't die immediately. And then... Where's first attack? First strike. And then what do we do with Monaco? He does not get a lot of AP, so we should probably increase his base attack stuff. So confident, healing mark, successful parry, shell for 3 turns, increase break damage, no, +1 AP on base attack, yes. Where's the attack twice? Base attack has 1 extra hit, there we go. And then I guess we do energizing start 1. And Dodger. I guess we'll throw Dodger on her. Or does she already have it? She already has it, okay. Oh, Dead Energy is good too. Not that he's going to kill anything. Level 26, come on. Well, I'll throw on the Pictos that nobody else is using so we can see if we can get those leveled up. This just became hard mode the difficult way, the way I didn't want to do it. Where's Death Bomb? You're probably gonna die a lot, my friend, so you're getting Death Bomb. Alright. Well, this was not ideal. Give her random good stuff. First strike, energizing start, auto shell, so on. He wants to get Pictos first. Yeah. We're going to see how this plays. The problem is I don't even know what to give them because I haven't used them enough in battle to really have a good sense of what to do with them. Which means, like, here, when I do his build, I'm just going to... Does he have any additional weapons I need to worry about? Or is it just... No, it's just the Manakaro. Start battle in balanced mask. Okay. Alright, so let's give him, say, 10 vitality. Go ahead and give him 14 might. Probably another 14 agility. 20 defense. And then I'm going to go a little bit more in agility. Might. This is not a good build, but this is about all I've got right now. Okay. All right, Luna, you're gonna have to carry the team here, girl. You're the weakest of our top 3, but you are still in the top 3. You are dead center in the party as far as power goes, and our 2 alpha characters are out of commission currently. And CL, I have no clue what you're good at, so we're just gonna take what we can get. Why can I still... Is it seriously telling me I still have upgrade attributes because the other characters that they're not letting me have right now have them? Sweet, thank you. Thank you for rubbing that in. That's really what I wanted. Alright. Oh, I have to kill stuff before I can even learn skills with him. Okay. Cool stuff. Her, I have no idea what her skills are. We're going to learn that on the fly. Let's rest up and see what happens. Here goes nothing.
Friends, I beg your forgiveness for landing us in this quagmire.
It's okay, Minoko.
No, it's not.
Let's move on, shall we?
It is not okay. Apology not accepted. You know what, Gabbett? I think you convinced me over to your side. I think there is some merit to the idea of just running past everything in this game. I think you might have... I think the game made the point for you. Is this just money?
What have we here?
I swear. Money is like the most useless thing to loot. Maybe it'll be good later on. Oh, good. I can't run by those guys. That's so... And you know what? They're gonna make me do a boss fight with this group. They're gonna make me do a boss fight with the rejects.
How exactly did our piece of Lumiere end up on an island when the rest of the city is here?
One of the great mysteries. I wish we had more time. There's so much to study here.
All of my confidence from earlier in the stream has been completely taken away.
Oh, wow.
Chroma. Like, you could make the argument that I should have been maining Lune, CL, and then rushed to get Waka, or whatever his name is, Rafiki. Like, you could make the argument that's what the right way is to play the game, seeing as you now have to play as just those guys.
So, Minoko, what was life like before the
Minoko,
fracture?
not Waka. I don't know where I
The
came up with
world was smaller and cozier, livelier. There were many more of us Gestrels back then. The fracture tore our villages apart. Only a fraction of a fraction survived. Our forests are filled with Gestrels awaiting rebirth.
I really didn't intend to go focus mode tonight. I was just gonna be like, well, we've got the overpowered build. It's just gonna be a chill. I'm just gonna kick the booty off everything that we come across. Bada bing, bada boom, no biggie. Good night. Okay, group texts need to be banned. Like, they just need to outlaw them. There's no reason group text should be a thing. And I'm in 2 of them that people are texting right now. Like, seriously? I'm gonna need you guys to take a pretty darn big chill pill right now, okay? You're getting put in timeout. That's right. Where were we? Is this that same guy? That looks like a different guy. Fading Magma. I have nothing but time, I suppose, to sit and think. Sir, to sit and think is not a sentence. So really, you shouldn't have had a period after suppose. You should have had probably a comma, lowercase the t. I have nothing but time, I suppose, to sit and think. But to sit and think is not a complete sentence, so that's just a sentence fragment, which means it's technically just bad grammar. Sorry. Yeah, they are annoying sometimes. I turn off notifications for the group text, yeah. Are you a spirit trapped in the gamage? These days, I'm just a man who sits and thinks. When she was young, she'd get sad thinking about mortality. But when I asked her about her sadness, her answer surprised me. Mael isn't the Patress, is she? In some confusing twist. Is Mael the Paintress? She'd get sad thinking about mortality? And then they said, you know who she is, this is our chance, and... This is a crazy theory, but that's a lot like Mael. Gets sad thinking about mortality. That's exactly what Mael has been this whole time. Anyway. Are you talking about the Paintress? She paints. Thank you, sir. She wasn't scared of death itself. She was sad because there are more works of art that she'd never be able to see in her lifetime. Okay, that's starting to sound less like Mael. Maybe I'm crazy. So many fables from around the world that she'd never be able to collect to bring to life in her workshop. All the beauty in the world she'd never get to experience. That saddened her. I encouraged them to believe that their dreams are within their grasp, but she proved me a liar. She did love to challenge me. Of all of them, she and I are the most alike. All of them? It's important to remember the ones we love, to keep them alive in our minds when they are far, far away. Far, far away. Once again, sir, far, far away is not a sentence. In this particular instance, you really don't have justification for really a comma. What you really want to do is use the long dash between away and far, far away, because that's the most grammatically normal way to structure that. But then again, far, far away does not have a subject and verb. Therefore, this is not a complete sentence. It's a sentence fragment. I'm going to need you to work on your grammar. Are you originally from Old Lumiere? I paint them so that I can remember them. Remember their faces. The man has gone silent. Well, good, because the man needs to study some English for, like, probably a couple centuries so that he can stop using sentence fragments. Okay? Well, I guess this is France, so English isn't exactly their first language. I can let it slip. If this was in America, I would expect the grammar to be far worse. But that's a different story. Uh-oh. Verso and Mael? Ooh, wait.
Doesn't that look like one of Esquier's stones?
Oh, yeah.
Let's bring him a gift. I was surprised you agreed so readily to Verso's plans.
He seems to be our best bet for now. We lack too much information.
Do you trust him?
I trust that he wants to reach the Paintress. So for now, our interests are aligned.
He has been helpful. Still, I have this feeling he's hiding something.
Minoko, how did you meet Verso?
I don't really remember. I feel like I've always known Verso.
You mentioned traveling with other expeditions.
Quite a few.
How many? What happened to them?
What happened to them?
Maybe ask Verso when we find him.
Yeah, okay. Finding them comes first. any idea what this is?
I'm afraid not. This is my first time here as well.
I don't believe that.
58. They were the ones that Verso was traveling with.
I believe so. They made it surprisingly far. An axon. Interesting. Verso is... Is this true?
Mael's with him.
We need to go. Now!
Verso would never harm her.
Oh, so we're doing that thing. Where they all know something that I don't. That's cute, thanks. But at least I'm back with the powerful characters, if that's what I'm seeing here.
Can you stand? Minoko gets a bit carried away sometimes.
My back hurts, but I'm fine.
Good. The others are probably heading towards the center of the city. We'll rejoin them there.
Feels like home.
Yeah. Feels like home. You okay?
Monoko fits well in the disaster expedition, eh?
Yeah. It does. After you.
Okay, so this seems a bit too obvious.
Speaking of home, where do you live in Lumiere?
Above a bakery near the center. Angelique's Boulangerie. I ate there every morning. I wonder if it's still there.
It's called Mathilde's now. When this is over, you should go and visit.
Hey, Shane, welcome on in. You started new areas offline. What? We did some offline... I did some offline stuff, like, from before, but I didn't start any of the new... like, story stuff offline, no. But yeah, so, okay, so it seems a bit too obvious that... Yeah, they're trying to make us think Verso is pretty bad, and maybe he is. Granted. But they're trying, I think, to pull a little bit of a gotcha, I think, with Verso. Because they probably revealed something that could be really bad, like maybe he has connections again to Renoir, and I bet you Renoir was in this city when the fracture happened. That's kind of like my big theory. So, But then again, like, he was fighting Renoir. Like, he very clearly had some sort of ongoing rivalry with him. So it doesn't make sense to me that whatever this is would be some issue where he's connected to Renoir. Look at, they have a lightning weakness here.
Time to end this.
That works for me. Saw the beginning of the stream where you said all the spots you did on your own. Yeah, I did a lot of the, like, backfilled some of the side content. But, never progressed anywhere farther beyond for the story. I do regret doing the, like, the something woods or whatever. The Golden Meadow. I don't know. There was something, I think a little to the northwest of the Justral Village that was actually, like, a proper dungeon. That I wish I had saved for stream. Most everything else, though,
Was treasure?
not really. There wasn't. There was mostly just like grinding up some Picto stuff so that I could get the Luminas. So I don't think most of it would have been anything that was all that stream worthy. In this game, every side content is trophy worthy. Like, okay, so I'm not saying the content was bad. I'm just saying, like, I don't know that it was really like, oh, we really missed something big there or anything. Wait, is that so that we can avoid this guy just in case we're really underpowered with these characters? That's kind of funny.
Ready to strike.
Yeah, she's dropping 220 grand damage on these guys. I like that. Granted, now these characters are going to outpace the other characters, but that's just Lune, and Lune's already... There's Verso, Mael, Lune, CL, and Monaco, or whatever his name is. I allowed myself to go anywhere I've already been off-stream, but all new areas were stream. Otherwise, I'd get yelled at by my viewers, but that was fun because I had a bunch of areas I found I was eager to go to during streams. Yeah, if we had done some side stuff earlier on... Like, because here's the thing. A lot of the side stuff that I did was stuff that I was ridiculously too powerful for already because of how far we were into the story. Why did that trigger so quickly? That shouldn't have triggered so quickly. I was still a ways away from them. That's why I didn't use my R1 thing. Oh well. Oh, crap. Okay, well, I guess I know her attack patterns.
Time to end this. Break.
Oh, right, you got Monaco now. Yes. Yes. I'm probably not going to use, but we got him.
We're a pretty good team. Verso? Verso? Putain. Where did he go?
Is that a French cuss?
Verso, where did you go? I need to find Lune and Ciel, quickly.
Okay, so this just became a solo party, which means I guess I should throw on those other Luminas? Like the solo Luminas?
Perfect.
Oh, I was talking about the is it like Putain? There's stronger builds with other characters that can do way more damage, but that's all overkill anyway. Oh, you're saying Monaco's really overpowered. Okay. Yeah, I think I've pretty much decided, unless they start mixing it up like this the whole time, but I've pretty much decided that I'm going to be doing a Verso, Mael, Lune run. That's going to be the characters that I'm maining. But there may be times where we kind of like make builds for the other characters and play around with them, get to know them and that sort of thing, like their how they work mechanically. That could happen. I could see that. Okay, so we're back in runaway mode because we just saw that she can get ganked in one turn. So brave Mael bravely ran away. Is he still chasing me? Keep in mind that you need to have Monaco on the active roster in order to collect monsters. Yeah. That's why I'm just like he is so lower level and everything, then oh, that looks like loot. I'll come back for it. I'll come back for it. I can do this. I can do this. I can walk away from loot. I can do it. There's no chance that I'm going to be able to take those 3 guys down. That's just not happening. Polished chroma catalyst, really? But yeah, Monako is so much lower level than the rest of my good characters that I would have to grind for so long just to get him up to their speed.
Close.
That Picto is good, though. I'm sure it is, but you guys said that I can come back and do stuff, so I will come back for it later when I have my party back, because I just have my L, and I got her ganked in 1 turn.
This mana's intact.
You've
Why does it
been
feel so
overpowered this whole
familiar?
playthrough. Hang on.
I know this place.
Wait, is this the manor? Is this the manor? You've been overpowered this whole playthrough. They still won't do a fight that might challenge you. Well, okay, so here's the thing. It's not that it's a fight that might challenge me. It's that there's 3 of them. And my L, that means I would have to basically perfect dodge attacks that I've never seen before. Because I've only seen 1 attack animation from these guys. Which means she's going to get ganked. So I'm going to have to do a fight against a couple basic enemies a few times. But if that's what you guys want to see, we'll do it. I mean, wait, can I not go back? Can I not? I can't go back? Oops. Like I was happy to go do it. You can go back later on. Well, right, but I mean, the principle being, like, if you guys want to see me take on a fight that's real challenging or something like that, I'm happy to do it. I'm not trying to avoid a challenge or anything like that. I just figured, you know, why do hard fight with 1 person when can do fight with many people? Now get reality checked. I feel like you despise Souls games. I play a lot of Souls games. Wasn't the biggest fan of Elden Ring just because there was so much copy paste. But that's probably irrelevant to your point. Can I get in here? I feel like we have a little bit of a war in chat because just earlier in the stream someone was telling me to start skipping fights. And now I'm getting chastised for skipping some fights. It's like, guys, make up your mind. But apparently I'm about to get wrecked, so here we go. Is that the... Oh, that's not the curator. Is that the curator's wife?
I knew you'd open the door for her.
Oh, crap.
Really, Verso? This was your plan? How many times must you hurt our family?
No, you don't get to lecture me on family.
Why do you refuse to see I am doing this for us? Yet you insist on rushing toward death. You're trying to stop the wrong cycle.
You're doing this for yourself.
Of course. It's easier for you to think that, isn't it? Easier to betray us if I'm the villain.
So move. I'm gonna fucking kill him.
You haven't told her the truth. Have you, son?
Yeah, not a surprise there.
Sorry we're late. We were busy doing a bit of reading. Were you planning on sharing that this man, the man who murdered our team, is your father?
Family is not my favorite topic. Right, can we talk about this later? I'd really like for you all to survive this.
But he's invulnerable. Like,
Finesse and grace.
like by definition, we're just gonna get wrecked, right? But yeah, so that confirms probably a couple things. That yes, Renoir lives here apparently. Wait, he lives in the... Is that the Curator mansion? And the wife kind of looked like the Curator. I don't know how to make that make sense. Yeah, I really don't know how to make that make sense. Did you ever go back to fight to the first area to fight the tree mini boss you passed up initially? Wasn't that like, you mean that like green chromatic thing? Like in the very first map when you just have... I think you're just Gustav, or maybe you're Gustav and Lune. Like first stream? Because yeah, that I thought a long time ago. I don't know who was telling you to skip fights. The fun of it is running into stuff until stuff does stuff. That's one way to have fun with it, sure. I think there's a ton of ways to have fun with a game like this, but that's one of them, yeah. Alright, well, let's just see what we can do. I don't know if this is a, like, you have to lose this fight kind of situation, but...
Let the ink flow.
That's a decent amount of damage. I think I want to do Ice Lance to get him slowed.
You're outmatched.
Alright. Go ahead and do this. Got him defenseless now. I was saying skip mobs that respawn mainly. Well, so everything that we were running past, my assumption was that they were respawning. And it looked like the game was giving us avenues specifically to be able to subvert having to fight them. So I figured the point was kind of like an optional stealth thing. Hey, come back here with your full team later situation. Maybe I misread that, but that's kind of what I thought the developers were kind of pushing us to. Do another Ice Lance, get him slowed again. I don't know if slow can stack. I highly doubt it. But it will give me some charges. All right.
Coming.
Ooh.
You're outmatched.
Okay. I don't know what I was supposed to do to dodge that, because it did the gradient color thing. But when I pressed RT, maybe I did bad timing. Or maybe that wasn't a gradient attack. I'm not... You have to time the gradient? Okay. Yeah, I guess I just mistimed it. I guess we revive Mael.
Merci.
And then she revives Lune?
I won't wait.
She
Danger.
won't help you this time.
Okay, so I guess I got it that time. I honestly didn't feel like I did a good job with that one, but... Okay. Let's see here. Could make an argument that I should just do basic attack twice to restore 60% of his health. But then again, if his attacks are killing my guys... it's killing everyone in my party with one hit, and bringing him down to 49%, then 60% is not enough. He has to be full health or he's going to get killed in one turn. So... I think we keep to the plan with him.
Ready to strike.
So we'll do perfect break. This guy has some health. This guy has a chunky health bar. Have fun your way, don't mind my eye twitches every time. Funny he did the TPK first. Yeah. Only because my playstyle is to touch everything at least once to see how much it hurts. That's kind of my playstyle too. But I've kind of been told that I'm doing that a bit too much and I'm getting overpowered and overleveled, so I should move on. So that's why I started moving on. So, I don't know. Kind of like a damned if you do, damned if you don't kind of thing. What's your battle strategy? I missed the breakdown. For this battle, kind of see what works and then die and then try it again. It's kind of the battle strategy, since we're on expert. I figure we're not beating Renoir first chance, and I highly doubt this is going to be our last fight with him. But basically, the build we have with Verso is that he can free attack to boost his basic attack damage by 50%. Then his basic attack already has a bunch of different buffs through Luminas on it. It also attacks twice. He gets to attack for free, and it has life steal on it, or life heal, whatever. So he heals himself, gains 2 AP per hit, and attacks twice for free every turn. And then we're kind of going into breaking with him for this, because if we could skip one of Renoir's turns, that would be dope. And for Mael has a lot of powerful stuff. Right now she's stanceless, so we need to probably get her back into Virtuous. I'm not sure. Lune, we're kind of working towards Mayhem right now, but I think we're going to do a standard attack just to get some AP with her.
Let's spill some ink.
Do I degagement him? I think I Rain of Fire. I think I need to stack more damage. And I think the other fire is going to start falling off.
I'm not angry, just disappointed.
What's this? This can't be good. And I don't have enough AP to do the thing. Lovely. I love it. I love it. It's my favorite. Alright, so you said that that gradient attacks, I can do them for free as long as they're not my second attack, right? So if I do it first and then do my turn as normal, I should be good? Is that correct? Medium physical damage to all enemies, 1 hit, applies mark. Guess I might as well experiment. We're probably gonna die this one anyway. Ooh, missed it. Dang it.
Might.
Okay, so... Are those things considered flying? I can't really tell. Alright, so we can go ahead and do this. Get him some health back. Oh no! It didn't. Well, poodoo. Okay. So, no Ravager. The answer is no. I didn't exactly do great there, but better than nothing, I suppose. I'm not gonna bother to heal her. I think I just want to go all out.
Luna, careful. Should be fighting by my side. Ready.
What in the heck was that? And why couldn't I dodge any of it? Dodge or gradient? I tried it like every single except for I didn't try to parry it. Maybe I can only parry those moves? That was a thing. That happened. That is one of the things of all time. Millerum. Okay. 51 grand. That's not bad. But I highly doubt we just killed him. This is gonna keep going.
Everyone all right? Logger?
Knuckles. Broken.
Why can't you accept who you are?
What is that? Will you tell me your name?
Where did it go? No, 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 no. Alicia.
Fuck!
Oh, sorry. Thank you, mon ami.
Care to explain? Your father.
I don't think of him as my father anymore.
Still, why didn't you just tell us?
Because it's private. And it's painful and it's none of your business. I cut ties with him decades ago.
Lying by omission is still lying.
I've told you everything you need to know.
I'd rather make that determination for myself.
I think we can all understand where each other's coming from, right? He hasn't steered us wrong yet. But we're a team now. And we won't get very far if we don't trust each other.
Family's complicated.
Old friend, you've traveled miles, spinning in circles. Your blind eyes on the dial, stripping off.
The stories say that Gestrels reincarnate. Is that true? Can you bring Noko back?
Partially. We can bring Noko back to life. But not all of Noko will return. It will be a different Noko. The one you knew is gone.
I'm so very sorry, my friend. And all for naught. The painter's heart was in that manor, and now it's gone. We have no way to access the monolith.
Expedition 58 seemed to think you knew another way.
What?
We found 58 and their journals.
So that's how you... I wasn't hiding it. If that's what you're implying. It's a dead end.
Wait, what are you talking about?
There is someone else who can help us.
The curator, okay.
Excuse me. Is it true? Can you make a weapon that can pierce the barrier? Do you need something from the Axons? Do you need their hearts?
Look, to create this weapon, he needs enormous amounts of pure chroma, which is way beyond what we can get from Nevrons. The only source are Axons, yes. But like I said, that's a dead end. It's impossible.
Why? What are Axons?
They're massive creatures living on islands around the monolith. They're much stronger and much more dangerous than Nevrons. I can't die, and I still couldn't take them down.
Yet we found the corpse of one in Old Lumiere, so it's possible.
I don't know how that one died. But I'm telling you, listen to me, please. Our chances of taking them down without you lot dying are close to zero.
Close, but not zero. Death is coming either way. And as expeditioners, if we die fighting.
Wonderful pep talk.
I know.
Alright, if we're going to fight the Axons, then let's be smart about it.
What do you mean?
I've had a few rough encounters with the Axons. There are 3 located on islands around the monolith, and we need at least 2 hearts to get enough chroma. One lives on a mountain too high for us to reach, so that one's out. We should start with the one to the west of the monolith. It's already been weakened by previous expeditions, right?
Yeah, good idea. Maximize our chances.
Or we embrace the challenge and pick the one in the east.
I like your spirit.
Thank you.
Did you listen to what I just said?
Okay, so a lot just happened there. It seems like, if I understood the imagery of what they were going for with the interaction between Mael and the other girl, which I don't know if he called her Alicia, or if that Alicia was the girl that looked like the curator, who might be like the wife of the guy with the cane that for some reason I can't... Renoir? Is that his name? Anyway, but if I was understanding the imagery of what they were just implying there, that girl was burned all over. And then there was fire in the manor, which tells me probably something happened with like a fire at the manor that she got burned by. And when Renoir says that he's doing this for their family, he signed some sort of deal with the devil to save her, maybe? And a deal with the paintress to save her. And it was a deal that maybe gave immortality to him and his family, but at the cost that he has to protect the paintress, maybe? Is that roughly what we have going on here? That's kind of my best going theory at the moment.
All these years and you've never defeated an Axon?
They're kind of tough.
And do you think our chances are close to 0?
I didn't think you cared about odds.
Lune and I have less than a year. But Mael's different.
You want to spend time with Ciel? Duh.
Story time?
Let me think.
Come on. You've been alive for over 60 years. You must have tons of stories.
Need a topic. I can't just spit out stories on
I
command.
need a topic. I can't just spit out stories on command.
I gave you a topic. Dark and personal.
All right. Let me think.
Do something personal.
Okay.
We've had enough dark.
I'm going to share something deeply personal with you.
Oh.
Is he afraid of
I'm
kitty
so
cats? Is
intrigued.
that what it is?
It's about my hair.
Your hair?
Pre-graying?
That's a bit literal on the dark and personal.
Hey, I'm sharing a heartfelt secret here. Do you want the story or not?
Please, do share.
Sometime after the fracture, my hair turned completely white, like an old man. Luckily, the Gestural village has a hairstylist quite skilled in color treatments.
Lucky.
But he's always napping when I get there, and his apprentice always mucks things up. I'm lucky my hair's not purple this time.
Purple could be fun.
So, your turn.
That was hardly dark or personal.
White hair? Old man, I'm revealing myself here.
All you've revealed is that you're vain, and that you're really bad at making appointments.
Vain? Hey, I'm not the one with all the bracelets and rings.
Actually, my students made these bracelets for me, to remember them by. Because chances are we'll never see each other again.
Not necessarily.
I'm an optimist, but I'm also a realist. My youngest student is 6. Her parents will gommage when she's 12, and she herself won't live past 21. Her parents did the maths. They'll have 12 years as a family, and she'll experience 21 years of life. These are the choices we get to make. The earlier you have children, the more time you get to share with them, the more life they'll get to live. And every year you wait...
You're shortening your child's life.
Precisely.
You don't have any children, though.
Catch you later, Ravager. We're going to be wrapping
No,
up soon, too, so
I
you're not going to
don't,
miss much.
But I have my students. One of my friends, Sophie, said it best. She said she loves her children so much, the best thing she could do for them is not to have them. See? Dark and personal.
Yeah, you've set the bar high.
Come back with a better story next time.
Though Verso's story was rather lacking, CL appreciates Verso slightly more than before. Nice. You know, I feel like CL could have just used the lesson that you learn in God of War Ragnarok from Faye. That to grieve deeply is to have loved fully. Like, the culmination of love is grief, and yet we love all the same. I think that's a good story that CL needs to learn. Alrighty. Is there more that I can do with her, or is it just that?
And you...
I didn't think...
Lune and
Oh, I can spend more time with her. Okay. We're going to probably do the rest of these scenes and wrap up the stream for tonight. I'm not sure if we'll be back tomorrow night, so if anybody wants to know, you can join the Discord server. That's where we're going to put any sort of updates on whether or not we're going to be streaming tomorrow night. It'll be in the Discord server, and that's linked in the description below. First approaches CL, who seems open to talking.
here to make amends for your terrible story.
I'll be honest. I didn't expect things to get so deep so fast.
I could tell. I'm not really sure you're up to the challenge.
Oh, I can keep up. In fact, I'm here to offer a story.
A good one this time?
Yes. Well, you said I'm vain.
No, you said you're vain.
Would a vain person keep this scar? I could heal it, but I don't.
Oh? Why is that?
It's a reminder of the price I paid to stand on my own 2 feet. But, it meant walking away from people I cared about. So, there you have it. Dark and personal.
I feel like there's more to this story. It's probably not a coincidence, then, that Renoir has a similar scar.
You noticed that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We disagreed on pretty much everything. Tactics, goals, what lines we wouldn't cross. I had to walk away, but he was resistant.
You fought?
It was the first time we ever raised a hand against the other.
If you can control your healing, that means Renoir can too. And he made the same choice as you. Interesting.
Oh, I never thought of it that way. But, you're right. So, dark and personal enough for you?
It was worthy.
Worthy of the story of that scar on your stomach.
Well, we all have scars that won't heal, don't we?
Deep.
That's a story for another time. The scars look good on you, though.
I know. That's the real reason I keep them.
I knew it.
CL appreciates that Verso opened up to her. She feels closer to Verso now. Nice. To be fair, he does kind of have like the Anakin Skywalker scar just on the other eye. And I always thought that scar just looked so dope. Like when I saw it on Anakin, I was like, now I'm gonna go have to cut my face, because I was a kid, obviously. And Star Wars was just the coolest thing ever. And Anakin was the coolest guy ever. Even though he goes from like this Jedi that you're pulling for is supposed to be this really good guy to the kid thing in like 5 minutes. So I do question how moral the man was leading up to that situation. However, not my place to judge. He is Darth Vader, after all. He could just force choke me through the screen, so I'm just going to keep quiet. You know, sometimes you just don't speak up about everything. Sometimes you just let people do their thing. I'm guessing there's not another one I can do with her, right? Right now? Okay, good. I don't want to just be here for 4 hours doing talking.
Okay. We'll talk later then.
Do you want to spend time with Lune? Yes, I guess it's later then. Verso approaches Lune. He can see that she wants to ask him more questions. Let's do this. What you got, girl?
I've been wondering, why stay on the continent alone? Why not return to Lumia?
I did. I went back. Helped with the rebuild. After the fracture, we didn't have anything. Food, shelter. None of it.
Things must have been chaotic then.
Nothing like the end of the world to bring out the best and worst in us. I almost missed those times. You know the dome shield? My father and I helped build that.
Oh. Why'd you leave then?
Those early expeditions, they were search and rescue. We didn't know about the Paintress then. We just wanted to find our loved ones, like my mother.
I see. But this time, you didn't go back.
People didn't trust me. Guess I'm hard to trust.
Perhaps.
Guess they thought I knew more than I did. Halfway to the monolith, I was betrayed. Barely escaped. Kind of killed my interest in returning home. What about you? Do you miss home?
I spent my whole life studying the Paintress and the monolith. This is where I need to be.
What a long-winded way to avoid answering the question.
Yes, there are things I miss.
You paint such a vibrant picture.
If you must know what I really miss of viennoiserie.
Oh, good answer. I miss those too. What?
I enjoyed this conversation.
High praise.
Lune feels more relaxed in Verso's presence. She appreciates that Verso has shared actual useful information. Was that useful information? I guess it depends on what you're using it for, but if it's like the purpose of getting to know him, then maybe. Sure. Then he becomes lost in thought, reflecting on the information that Verso has shared. Verso feels ignored and goes back to the others. Odd.
Lune.
Okay, let's see if I can... Yeah, we can... Okay, apparently we have 2 scenes with everybody. Give me 1 second. I am going to finish these up. I just need a really quick bio break, and we'll be right back. Is YouTube bugging out for you guys? Because it says there's 89 people watching right now. Which I'm gonna be real, is not even in the ballpark of what we normally have as far as viewers, which that's totally dope. But hey, if there's 80 some odd people in chat and just sort of lurking and enjoying themselves, welcome. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Yeah, this is my first playthrough of Expedition 33. Having a great time with it. So, yeah, spend more time with Lune. Lune stands by the fire, deep in thought. Verso tries to get her attention. Odd way to try to get attention. Do you like dog? Okay, sure. She seems... I don't know. She seemed like a dog person or a cat person. I think she's more of a cat girl. If I'm gonna be real, I think she's more of a cat person, so I think I'm going cats.
Do you like cats?
What?
I might have picked the wrong
Do you
chat.
like cats?
I think you've spent too much time alone. You've forgotten how to start a human conversation.
I just have this feeling you're a cat person.
Well, you're wrong. I did have a dog named Pat, though.
Crap. I picked wrong. You named your dog Paw? That's like if my parents named me Foot. Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's awesome. A little bit of...
You named your dog Paw? That's like if my parents named me Foot.
My sister named him when we were kids. Stella. She was a gifted artist. And... fiery. She definitely made the most of the time she had.
Were you close?
Pretty close.
When we were younger, I guess. But my brother and sister had their own lives. They didn't care about my parents' research.
Doesn't seem fair.
No. I'm glad they got to live. Sol was a great older brother. That's actually how I met Gustav. Sol was dating his sister.
So, you knew Gustav for quite a while then?
That's an awful lot of personal questions.
It is, isn't it? Alright, we can talk about me again if you want.
How generous of you.
Ask away. I'm being sincere. Go ahead, ask me anything you want. We've got all night.
Remember, you offered. Do you like monkeys?
Oh, come on.
Does he seem like a monkey person? I'm gonna be real. I don't know what a monkey person is like. Lune is in such a good mood that she forgets to ask Verso something, which Verso takes note of. And the relationship's up to 3. That's pretty cool. They have a bit more fun together before heading back to camp. I wonder what, like, a high relationship number is in this game. I don't really know.
Lune. Okay.
Wait, we can do it again? We are never getting this stream over. We got a lot of story to go through.
My fellow night owl.
Night owl?
You never seem to sleep.
I sleep. I sleep enough.
Let's see, what keeps you up is interesting, but you're gonna burn out is like the way that shows you care. So I guess we'll go with that one.
You're gonna burn out this way.
Thanks for your concern.
From one insomniac to another.
Sometimes I just can't turn off my mind. It's like I pick up a puzzle and I can't set it down until I solve it.
And what's your current puzzle?
The talking Nevrons. The ones that seem to have personalities and thoughts and feelings. I'm trying to make sense of the things they said. I know there's an important piece of the puzzle there. We need to find and talk to more of them.
I've talked to a few. They mostly spout nonsense. I wouldn't expect too much.
Maybe you weren't asking the right questions.
Well, I'm certainly not as experienced as you.
What about you, my fellow night owl? Why can't you sleep?
Yeah, let's be playful a little. Yeah, I was just saying that too, Gabbett. I don't know if it's bugging out or if we've got like 90 lurkers or something. I mean, we're normally kicking it around like 10, 15 viewers, which is kind of normal for a channel our size. So I don't know if 90 viewers is real or not. But I've been seeing the number fluctuate between like 88 and 92. It's kind of bouncing back. Like I wasn't paying attention until a couple minutes ago, and I looked at it, I was like, wait, what? So I don't know if that's real or not. It totally could just be YouTube being on something. I don't know. Don't know what to tell you. But hey, again, if there are 90 people in here watching live, hello. I am very, very happy that you decided to spend your evening here. And we're trying to stream a lot here. And by the way, if people are showing up, if there are a lot of people here, it's probably because of the title. I titled this that did something like, I think we found the overpowered build. If you guys want to see that, I showed that off really more towards the beginning of the stream. You can rewind and see that there. But we're kind of, it's not like a fully developed build yet. Might be doing a video on this if we get a fully developed build that is kind of wrecking stuff consistently no matter what gets thrown at it. But yeah, that's my only guess, is maybe it's the title. But outside that, yeah, the thing for me is, like, with 90 people in the chat room, you would think there would be a couple more active chatters. That's why I think it's probably a bug. But again, if it's like 90 people lurking, that's cool too. Everybody can enjoy a stream however they want.
Oh, you know, weight of the world, a tortured soul, things like that.
Oh, a funny night owl. Come on, I just shared with you.
You did, didn't you? Feels nice sharing, huh?
Mm-hmm. Feels even nicer when people reciprocate.
Sleep is not very restful for me. I used to have horrible dreams, but somehow it was worse when they stopped. Now it's just this oppressive void.
Fascinating. So you experience discomfort while you sleep? Pain? Are you aware of time passing? I should observe you next time you sleep.
Well, that's not creepy.
Precisely. It's science.
Oh, I don't think we go with it with number 2 here. That's a little bit creepy. That sounds like the way that, I don't know if you can get canceled on expeditions, but if you can, that's the way you do it. So we're going with answer 1.
Well, it's not like we have private rooms here, so sure, knock yourself out.
For science.
Right.
Verso flashes a grin at Lune. Lune can't help but smile back. The world feels a little brighter when they're together. Are they falling a little bit for each other here? Because I honestly didn't think that's what they were going for until now their relationship's getting a little closer. But again, I mean, it could just be friendship too, I suppose. Luna can't restrain herself from asking Verso a few more questions before they head back to the others. Thanks to Verso's answers, Luna understands Chroma better than before. Gradient attack. Wait, Lune Tree of Life. Hold up. There is mechanical stuff to developing these relationships? I didn't know I was doing this for anything except for narrative. Is the overpowered build talking? Let's see. Is there any... I mean, we've done 3 scenes with her. Okay. Thank you. Okay, moving on. We've got 3 more characters to go. Mael.
Ready for the axons? Of course you are.
You want to spend time with Mael? Of course. Mael is... Man, it's so tragic. Yeah, loot, right? I didn't know there was loot in conversations. But that's so awesome. I would have so many more conversations in games if the developers were like, hey, here's some loot, by the way. We're going to pay you to talk to people. Now, granted, as an introvert, I generally have to pay people to talk to me, too. So I get it. Like, it's a strategy that is pretty common in my community. But, yeah. Mael, I feel worse and worse and worse for Mael. Like, just, what a... I feel terrible for her. Please make her smile. Verso joins Mael, who's throwing rocks by the lake. Of course she's throwing rocks. Who would have thought that'd be tragic?
Mm-hmm. You should try.
Eskia would be horrified that we're throwing stones into the lake.
Or he'd be super happy because we're sending them soaring on fun little adventures.
Oh, so they're like little rock expeditioners.
Exactly.
We're definitely not going to make her the paintress. We're gonna, although that might be foreshadowing. Again, I have a theory. Maybe she's the paintress. Maybe. I don't know. It's probably crazy. But maybe Mael's the paintress. That's all I'm saying. They all just said she doesn't know the truth. She doesn't know who she is. All that sort of stuff. Maybe she's the paintress. Yes, it's crazy. But tell me this wouldn't be foreshadowing if she is. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, we're going to say she's Lumiere.
Would that make you Lumiere then?
Yeah, I guess so. I'm launching them on their journey and watching them from afar. Stone after stone after stone, knowing they'll never come back.
And knowing you'll never stop.
Knowing you'll never stop.
You get it?
Yeah. I enjoy depressing poetry too.
That doesn't surprise me.
Is that what you're writing in your notebook all the time? Depressing poetry.
It's not all depressing. Why, what do you write about? You don't seem like a sunshine and rainbows type.
Mostly poetic insults to use on Minoko. I'm currently comparing him to the backside of an owl. Actually, writing is cathartic for me. It helps. Getting the thoughts out of my head and onto the paper. Giving shape to my feelings.
Can I see?
Oh, I don't really like either answer here. Let's go. Do I get to read yours?
Mine's kind of personal.
Well, so is mine.
Yeah, but I bet you secretly want people to read it.
Okay, fine. I'll let you read mine, if I get to read yours.
Okay, deal.
Be kind, though.
Yeah, I can't promise that.
Mael and Verso feel closer to each other. Man, don't you dare hurt this innocent angel. Like, seriously. If you start hurting Mael after she just lost her daddy figure, and now her daddy brother figure, which that's a whole different analogy we're not going to go for. But after she just lost this figure that was so important to her, and now she's kind of latching onto you now as a replacement for that figure, don't you dare hurt her, or I will come through virtual reality to slap you in the face. Mael and Verso spend some time together. Mael proves to be extremely critical of Verso's writing. They go back to the others after Mael is done teasing Verso. Nice.
Ready for the axons?
Okay, let's see. More time with her. Verso approaches Mael, who is alone by the lake. More rocks?
What was it like for you, growing up in Lumiere?
Aside from being a sad and lonely orphan, it was great. Although technically, everyone in Lumiere is an orphan.
How old were you when your parents passed away?
Around 3, I guess. Yeah. I was an unwelcome surprise. They never wanted kids. And they definitely didn't want one right before their gommage.
Okay.
Yeah. Your arrival must have caused quite a bit of concern.
Panic's probably a better word. Then they died. And I bounced around from family to family. I can't even remember all of them. I was kind of a weird kid, I guess.
So was I.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I was obsessed with my piano and my paint set.
I was a bit more severe than that. I used to have lots of nightmares and talk to myself. Kept running away from home all the time.
Nah, if that's weird, then we're all weird. Actually, I kind of think everyone's a weird kid in someone's eyes.
Well, I was a weird kid in everyone's eyes.
Even Gustav's.
Kind of. It's why he and his sister took me in. Nobody else wanted me. But I guess Gustav and Emma used to be weird kids too. So they liked me.
See? Everyone's weird.
What's something you liked
What's something
about
you
Lumiere?
liked about Lumiere?
Wandering around the buildings. Nobody wanted me for any of the fancy apprenticeships. So I got stuck as a runner for the warehouses. But that turned out to be kind of nice. I got to go everywhere in the city. I probably know the place better than anyone.
Yeah? What was your favorite place?
The Hanging Gardens. Me and Gustav used to go up there a lot. Do you miss Lumiere?
Yeah. I do. Not just the place, but everything about that time. The festivals, the gardens, dancing the night away on the harbour. Before... well, all this. That home is gone. Not just the place, but also the people.
You have us now?
Yeah. And you've got me. So, you want to dance the night away?
Maybe us, Ciel.
Mael starts to open up to Verso. She feels more comfortable with him. That's cute. Oh, hey. Guys, I just wanted to say, this is probably not gonna relate to a lot of the people who are here, but if you watched the first Age of Empires 2 stream we did when we were doing the military challenge, the no military challenge, we were playing some music, some like lo-fi beats that were put together by a YouTube channel called Bits and Hits. Really great music. I listen to a lot of their stuff. They have great like Lord of the Rings stuff, Skyrim. They have a compilation. They have Age of Empires 2 compilation. I did it for the first stream, and everybody really liked the music, and I was glad to point everyone I could towards their channel. But after that stream, there was a copyright claim on that stream. And I was like, well, but they have specifically a here's how to use our music in your videos or streams. And I followed it, and so I was very confused, and I was a bit upset that they copyright claimed it. But I just actually got the notification that they released it, they backed off, and they said, oh, wait, our bad, kind of deal. So, shout out to them. Thank you, Bits and Hits. I think it's at Fantasy Lo-Fi. Really great stuff. Still very much recommend the music if you guys like that kind of thing. But just wanted to say thanks to them for doing the right thing there. Let's see. I think we're probably tapped out on Mael, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay. So now it's just Rafiki and Chinpo. And then we're done.
I'm sorry, mon vieux. We'll bring Noko back.
I know.
I'm ready. Just say the word.
When the time is right. After we've settled this.
You want to spend time with Monaco? Duh. If this is anything but them just viciously roasting each other for like 30 minutes, I'm going to be disappointed. I just want to I want to make that clear from the outset. This needs to be them flinging literal and figurative poo at each other.
I see you got stronger.
Well, I didn't spend the last few years hiding in the mountains.
The mountain where a Pelerin cut you in half and you cried for my help.
Yeah, the mountain where a Stalak stomped you and I had to evacuate you.
You want to fight?
Well, unlike Jestrels, I need sleep, so I'll pass.
Coward.
Yes, this is exactly what I was hoping for. Have you seen how weak you are now? I'll beat you blindfolded.
Have you seen how weak you are now? I'd beat you blindfolded.
In the mountains, I have learned inner peace. These petty provocations do not work on me anymore.
I've missed our little excursions. Yeah, you do too, I know.
Remember our first battle against the duelist?
Sure do. We got our asses kicked pretty hard.
And this one time we tried to swim to the Red Tree Island and you got eaten by that snake.
Oh yeah, it turns out living inside a snake's belly is possible when you're mortal. Carving my way out was a nightmare though.
Remember that time you got stuck under a building for a year? Remember the time when you had to challenge Oh, I want to hear about this. Challenge Esquier to a duel.
When you challenged Esquier to a duel.
Well, someone conveniently forgot to mention that Esquier is the most powerful creature in the world.
What?
Good times. Oh, and remember when...
Monaco and Verso fall back into the familiar pattern of their... Oh, hang on, he's the most powerful creature in the world? Thank you for casually carpet bombing us with that piece of intel. I feel like that is something I should know.
Good times indeed.
Spend a bit more time bragging before going back to the others. But hang on. Like, okay, we saw Esquier totally dominate like a... what are those big... Gloopa, whatever things. The big coral head... I think... one of those giant monsters. The big, tall, stupid coral face monsters that eat my friends all the time. I think we saw him just fly straight through one of those like it was no big deal. Which, okay, that's pretty powerful, but the most powerful being? Maybe it's a joke. Maybe it's a joke? But mad respect for... I'm going to give this man a little bit more respect. And maybe the extra piece of bacon in the morning. You know, like, somebody's got to have the extra piece of bacon. On the off chance he is the most powerful being in the world, it probably doesn't hurt in the long run if he gets the extra piece of bacon. That's all I'm saying.
I'm sorry, Mommy.
I know.
I'm ready.
All right.
When the time is...
And we can spend more time with Monaco. Urso approaches Monaco, who is carefully cleaning his Nevron legs.
Polishing your collection of Nev legs?
Yes. Aren't they beautiful?
Yes, the Burgeon. That's what it is. Thank you, Gavitt. Bro broke the damage cap in order to one-shot the Burgeon. I am very curious as to whether or not that was literal about him being the most powerful being. Because if that's the case, bro, just go kill the paintress, please. Thank you. Yes, I too find the legs of our enemies to be beautiful.
Yes, I too find the legs of our enemies to be beautiful.
Yes, I knew you would appreciate them. You, sir, are a true connoisseur of elegant weaponry.
Why do you need to polish them anyway?
A warrior must be prepared for battle. And battle is just as much mental as physical.
Mental, eh?
Imagine you're a Nevron, and you see me, charging toward you, brandishing the well-polished and gleaming leg of one of your brethren.
He's got a good
Think
point.
of the intimidation.
True. I wouldn't want to battle anyone who's using your hairy foot as a club. More for the smell than the intimidation.
And then I transform into one of them. Ha! Intimidation and confusion. From that alone, the battle is already won.
I
The
love it.
rest is mere cleanup.
Oh, you're right. I feel thoroughly intimidated.
You should try it. Even though you can't transform, it will still strike fear in the hearts of our enemies. Look, aren't they beautiful? Here, take a leg.
That's all right. I think you've got the intimidation factor covered. We wouldn't want to be so intimidating that the Nevs run away, right? Then we wouldn't get to fight.
Fair point. I'll handle the intimidation. You handle the cleanup.
The cleanup, eh? All right. Well, in that case, I want to go intimidate some Stalags. We've got some time to kill.
Yes, well, that would definitely be quite exhilarating. But maybe later. I really need to finish polishing all these legs. I've still got 20 more to go.
Bro, you have 3 powers.
I've missed you.
3 legs.
All right then. Come on, move over and hand me an extra cloth. Let's get these legs shining so bright they blind our enemies and send them screaming.
I do definitely like Monako. He's a good character. So they polish the Nevron legs, something, and bullies Verso into singing along. They sing together with great gusto. Nice. Well, I was supposed to end the stream half an hour ago. But we have been doing a lot of talking. Lune comes over to shush them, but ends up joining the polishing effort. It takes a while, but they finally finish and head back to the others. He's got 3 legs! How is it taking so long?
I'm sorry, mon vieux.
I know.
I'm ready.
When the time...
Okay. Now we just got Chinpo.
I'm mad.
Esky.
I'm stinking mad.
About Noko.
That was mean. I thought he cared. Renoir's not being Renoir.
He's not. I know, buddy. I'm mad too.
Ooh. Okay. Renoir's not... Ooh. What does that mean? Because Esquier obviously would know Renoir. Somehow. I don't know. Don't really have enough context for that. Verso approaches Esquier, who stares intensely at his armband.
That armband looks nice.
Guess it's official part of the disaster expedition.
Yeah, I guess it's official. We're part of the disaster expedition now. you jealous?
I'm doing all the hard work. Where's my armband?
So, you want an armband too?
Maybe.
You barely have arms.
Not true. Anyway, I want a headband.
Your head is humongous. You're gonna need so much cloth.
I have a big brain.
All right, Monsieur Big Brain. I'll see what I can do.
I have a big brain. I love that. Oh, man.
Happy now?
Ooh, this is the nicest thing ever.
SKA is more excited than usual. Verso has given SKA the greatest gift ever. SKA is overcome with emotion. So they definitely have some comic relief to break up the tension in a very gritty story. SKA dances around with his armband for a bit, then before they return to the others. Is he gonna have a headband on his face? Oh my goodness! Yes, he's got the head. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. I'm guessing we're almost tapped out on people to talk to, though, right?
I'm mad.
SK.
I'm
About.
Dad.
He's not.
Yeah. Oh, no. We got one more. At least.
Enjoying the stars.
Stars are the apples of the sky.
I love the way you see the world.
Oh, that constellation looks like Francois.
It's not grumpy enough.
Yeah, it's not grumpy enough. It needs to look a bit more cranky.
He's not grumpy. He's just sad. He misses Claire.
Ah.
Enfant used to be all wee, but now he's all
We?
yes, wee. Back in the day, when there was nothing in the world except the four of us flying around on adventures.
Ah, I see. And, woo?
Yeah, centuries go by without your best friends. That's gonna make you go.
How come you're not grumpy like Francois?
I am grumpy.
Oh, are you now?
I too am. But I'm also wee. So the wee balances the.
Sounds like you're in a woo-wee type situation.
You really get me, Verso.
I think we're both a little, woo-wee. Wee-woo. Although I'm a bit more woo than wee these days.
It is bizarre that I can follow this
That
conversation.
one looks a little like Minoko.
Oh. And if you squint and sort of scrunch up your face, that one next to it looks like Noko.
Verso and Eski feel their bond deepen after this meaningful interaction. I love the character. Like, okay, so I was gonna say this earlier, but the developers have done a great job not only of having like great set pieces. Because this game has a lot of really great set pieces. That underwater one is amazingly cool. But they have a lot of great set pieces. But they also have a lot of diversity in set pieces. So it's like underwater and a really good snow one and a really good mountain one. And like all this different stuff. But then they also have a lot of great like personalities And that's probably has nothing to do with the crew that made all the set pieces. The writing is probably just an entirely different team, but there's nothing in this game that really feels one note, except for sometimes the combat feels a little bit one note when you have the things that you kind of fall into. I do these, and these when I do a battle, but SKA's nonsense inspires Verso. Another gradient attack! Yes! Striker. Okay. I'm sure that will be useful at some point. Although it's Verso's, so... I don't want to use his gradient attack. I want to let somebody else use gradient attack. But anyway, we'll figure that out later. They head back to the others. And you're right, Gabbit. We do have the check on others thing, too. That is correct. Just make sure there's no more spend time with SKA.
Dad?
He's not.
Okay. Awesome. I don't think we've rescued any more Gestrels. We don't really need to do anything with the Curator. Man, the Curator just became very, very plot relevant. I thought he was just here to tag along as a merchant. Alright, let's see about check on others.
So, the masked person with Renoir, that's your sister? What a hard leap to make.
Her name's Alicia.
What's wrong with her? She wears a mask all the time, she never talks, and she's always staring.
She was trapped in a fire a long time ago. Damaged her face and her throat, so, yeah.
Why did they come to see me?
I don't know. That surprised me when he told me. She helped me before. I thought she'd help me again, but it seems she's chosen a different side. Family is complicated, right?
Yeah.
Do you want the armband back?
What?
I feel like a fraud wearing it, given, you know.
Wear it anyway. You said you chose your side, right?
I did. You're not upset with me?
Strangely, no. I hate secrets, but Gustav always gave people the benefit of the doubt. And your actions are what matters. I trust you.
Thanks.
Aw. Gustav's legacy lives on again. Alright, right in the journal of Gustav's apprentices. Maëlle finds a spot where she can write. She spends some time writing in Gustav's journal to honor his memory. She writes about old Lumiere and how the city was actually transported from the continent to the ocean. She hopes Gustav's apprentices will read the journal someday. Maëlle heads back. Alright, I think that's it. Let's go ahead and get some shut-eye here. But yeah, interestingly enough, they did confirm what I was saying. Ooh, SK hasn't swim through coral reefs. That's how I get through those. I thought I was gonna have to, like, do something that, like, deactivates their... Oh, okay, we can just swim through them now. Okay. Expedition escape. SK can now take you to the continent from any expedition flag? To the okay. Wait. To the continent. So he can take you to the world map from any expedition flag? Is that what that means? That'll save some time, I suppose. Actually, I like that a lot. That'll save a lot of time. For, like, if we do any grinding. Alrighty. Well, that was a really interesting... from Inside Dungeons, you can go back to the world map. Yeah, okay. That was a really interesting stream. We're making progress in the story. About half of my theories are getting confirmed, and then the other half are, like, probably not. So it turns out he is Renoir's son. Turns out that his sister did get burned in some fire. I'm guessing that has something to do with what Renoir's doing for the family, all that sort of stuff. But we still have a lot of question marks sort of hanging out there. And very interested to see where this goes. I'm interested also to see if the overpowered build we have continues to be overpowered, because I think we have a lot of good synergy, not just with one character. I think with Renoir, or not Renoir, with Verso and Mael specifically, they really complement each other well. And I think Lune's pretty close to being there too, to be a real key player in this. But I think what we should do is spend a little time with Monaco and CL at some point, maybe in the next stream or two, just to get a feel for them, so that if we're in a situation again where we have to use them, it doesn't feel completely foreign and like I just have to avoid all the fights because I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me, everybody. This was a lot of fun. I honestly still am not sure if it's 94 people that are here right now, or if that's just YouTube being a little bit too drunk tonight. But if it is, hey, I'm glad that everybody decided to join, and I hope you had a good time with the stream. We will be back again. I don't know exactly the day, either Tuesday or Thursday. If it's not Tuesday, it'll definitely be Thursday. But it'll be one of those days, and we'll figure it out from there. But yeah, I'm really loving this game. I'm looking forward to getting close to the end. Though I guess we're probably not that close to the end right now, but looking forward to making more progress. So, thank you for joining me, everybody. I hope you have a great night, and I will see you next time. Have a good day, and goodbye.